Hi everybody, my name is Shanth Enjeti and this is Shanth Enjeti Art, and today we're going to be taking a look at and unboxing Patrick Thomas Parnell's Ultra Star. And I just received this package the other day and I'm looking forward to seeing what we've got in there. Full disclosure, I did open it up to kind of show on a stream last night, so one of the corners of the poly bag are dog-eared, but that is not the fault of Patrick and Whitney, who I'm sure are shipping all these packages out. Thank you guys so much for doing a great job with getting it to me, and we'll get to that in a second. First, I wanted to make sure I said that No Sphero the Crypt Walker is in demand on Indiegogo. I would love your support on the project. We are almost to 20K. Thank you everyone for backing this book, and it's looking beautiful. We've got 3 of the head sketch tiers left, so if you're interested in that, make sure you jump on it. And then we've got 2 book sets, all this great stuff. The book is coming along great. I'm going to be doing some more videos on that. So let's unbox Patrick Thomas Parnell's Ultra Star. So here we go. All right. Let's make sure I've got everything out of the mailer here. So it was packed in a rigid mailer. The mailer actually ended up getting dinged through the postal service there. So I was a little bit worried about the book, but the book was very well packed. So there was nothing to worry about there, and it's a good, solid, rigid mailer there. It shouldn't be a problem. I'm sure everybody got theirs in great shape. And here you go. Let's take a look at the cover. Beautiful. Nicely done. Really good colors there. Then you've got the signature right there. So each book, I think, is going to be signed in this set. And so if you back the book, you get a signed copy. And then on the other side of this, I'm just taking a look at the cover there. Really, really nice. Look at the detail in there. Just beautiful detail in the drawing, and then the coloring just adds so much to it too as well. Just a great job. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, because it's not signed and I can't find the signature, I think this is the Kenneth Roquefort cover. Very nice. I could be wrong, though, so we'll see when I open up the book if... oh, no, there it is. It is signed. I can't believe I missed that. There you go, Kenneth Roquefort cover. Really nice. Yeah, Kenneth has been doing a lot of really amazing work for different people in Comicsgate, and this is another excellent piece. I think that's why I backed it. And well, it comes with a print for that, too. So, again, I mentioned this before, but there's what happened there with the poly bag, that little dog ear there, was on me. It was packed perfectly. So let's take a look at this book here. See if I can open this up. This is some strong tape. My God. There we go. Wow. All right. So I've got my fingerprint there if I need it. Let's see. Very nice. Cool. So I'm going to get the bonus stuff out first. And I got to tell you, this is... I love seeing this. You know, it's hard to imagine that things like this are being done by indie creators right now inside of CG. And I've seen some of the figures. One of the reasons why I backed this campaign is, besides the fact that, you know, it seems to me from the YouTube videos I've watched of his channel that we're kindred spirits, certainly in certain things like toy collecting, and we're both seem to be kids of the 80s, garbage pail kids and things like that, which brings me to something I've got to make sure I bring up at the end of this stream. So hopefully I won't forget a question, a concern I have. So we're gonna have to to get to that once we get to the end of this. But look at that, guys! Really great packaging design, and it looks like there's some really great. Let me see if I can get it on camera here. There's some great spot gold on there. Just incredibly well done. I mean, it's the kind of thing that you would expect to get off the shelves from a very large high-end publisher. And yet, you know, here's what Riot Press is doing. Here's what Patrick and Whitney are doing on these projects. And it's just really great to see what they've been able to put together. I'm really excited. He's got a current campaign going right now. And I'm not going to open this. I would love to open this and look at the trading cards, but I also want to kind of keep it as is. And so I'm sorry if that fails the unboxing thing, but I do kind of like to keep these things sealed, but really, really great, beautiful stuff. And then we've got the print of the Kenneth Roquefort. It's interesting, if when we back these campaigns, there's so many different things going on, and so many different thoughts go into the than what we back. But I will tell you this: if I had been thinking about that I was going to get the Kenneth Rocafort art as a print, I probably would have backed Patrick Thomas Parnell's cover, because I do tend to like to get the creator's version of the cover, and that's what I'm going to be doing on the current campaign for Johnny Phantasm. But a really great print, nice quality. Reminds me of what I've been seeing John Malin do and Mark Poulton do with the Graveyard Shift work that's been being done with including little bonus prints. I'm going to be doing the same thing on Nosfero the Cryptwalker, my own campaign, because I just think it's a great way to give people artwork to kind of put up and who want to put the bag and board the comic and put it away somewhere safe unless they're reading it. And this is great. I mean, really nice print quality. It's got a gloss, really nice high gloss to it. And again, like I said, the colors on this are beautiful. Kenneth Rocafort, I think, is just incredible. I think he's got to be, in my opinion, in my estimation, it's tough. We've got people like Dale Keown and Ethan Van Sciver and artists like Shane Davis out there as well. Kenneth has got to be, though, in terms of his media use and everything else, the best artist in CG as far as that's concerned. And it's interesting, too, because as I say that, I know that PTP is also a mixed media artist and comes out of education like myself, in addition to his passion for comics and comic storytelling. And then the last thing I've got in this package right here is, let me see, get this to happen here, is this Ultra Star sticker. It's got a nice finish. I don't know if I'm going to be able to show that as well as I'd like to on screen, but it's got this really nice, great sort of subtle vinyl texture. And I guess it's laser cut, really nicely done. And let me see if I move it back. I think you can see it a little bit better. But when these things come in, I think I've mentioned this before, that sometimes I back campaigns. Obviously you back a lot of campaigns. There's you're funding the production, you're funding the process of getting these things out there, particularly for the smaller creators who, like myself, who need that backing, that support so much, that you kind of forget what you're going to get as the bonus tiers. And then obviously people throw things in because that's what CG is all about, and put bonuses in there sometimes that aren't even listed. And it's so great to see all of the different things come together. The trading cards are incredibly well made, and I have to say, even the Johnny Phantasm action figures I've seen have been great. So here's a little look at what you're getting. Now, I don't want to spoil this book for anybody, but I do want to show you guys what the book looks like. Obviously, it is the centerpiece of this whole project, and it's a saddle stitch and really good color reproduction. It takes me back. It's a traditional floppy, and then we've got the Riot Press logo, and of course the Kenneth Rocafort signature that I have a tendency to miss. Here is the interior pages, and oh yes, that's right, I forgot about this, but this is another exciting aspect of it, is that Matt Yackey did the colors on this, and then we've got edited by George Travlos, I think it is. I apologize if I'm probably murdering your name. And then Whitney Parnell, and letters, logo, and design by Patrick Thomas Parnell. And my God, has a Hotmail account. My goodness. Well, it takes all kinds, people. And so let's take a look here, see what we've got. Capital City, beautiful. Yeah, you get an establishing shot right here. You've got a homage to the Statue of Liberty right there. Sort of a more futuristic version. And you get a real sense of, let me see if I can get this in frame here. You get a real sense of what this world is. It kind of starts with, for me anyway, a little bit of a Sam Spade, noir kind of opening of the city, and then the office, the detective. I think all of us who work in the arts and comics can relate to having a bulletin board that looks like that of either a serial killer or a demented genius. And I think that's a little great detail there, really nice touch. And then we get into, the work on the book. Yeah, really great subtle tones by the amazing Matt Yackey. I've seen his work for a very long time, but I remember the first time it really came to prominence was when he recolored the re-edited Youngblood of Rob Liefeld's initial Youngblood run, and I thought the colors in that were beautiful. The perfect mix of keeping the nostalgia factor there and then really just adding so much to the game, and I think the same thing could be said here. You can really see the kind of classic storytelling sensibilities of Patrick Thomas Parnell here. And there you go. There's our hero appearance. I love the great tall windows. Reminds me of what I like about the Max Fleischer Superman animations that were done, I believe, back in the 30s. Please, somebody correct me if I'm wrong there. But I've always loved that, mechanical monsters and that whole kind of thing. And this sort of gives it that nice, fun vibe a little bit. And you see this with the statue in the opener. There's this really great Art Deco look. And funny enough, no sooner do I say Max Fleischer, and then we have a reporter right there with dark hair, which you gotta love. Really nice in terms of how he's handling that. And then Matt Yackee is putting those great sort of lines on there, the old school kind of television feel for the communication there. But yeah, just really, great to see superhero comics, especially because I think there's such a void in aspirational comics right now. And with superhero work starting to, be something that CG is doing more and more of, with Andy Smith's First Man and some of the other books that we're now seeing crop up. And I think Nosferatu kind of fits into that a little bit with the aspect of it being a supernatural sort of hero. And but this is like straight ahead superhero stuff. And I think Matt Yackee was a great choice for this. And again, you can see the drawing. If you're familiar with Patrick Thomas Parnell's work, you can sort of see the really great grasp of the storytelling and then the compositional elements right there. And it's really got this, there you go. It's really got this kind of bold and dynamic vibe to it. It's so funny, this panel, I don't know if it was intentional, but the way that the ships are positioned really reminds me of, I think it was Youngblood Issue #1, the away team shot of the characters jumping out, and I wouldn't be surprised if that was a little bit of an homage to that, and that's great. Love seeing things like that. Really takes me back and is fun. But yeah, here you go. Giant robots, mechanical monsters, and the things that I love about classic superhero comics and Max Fleischer. So here's a shot I wanted to make sure I showed because it really shows the drawing work and the coloring work coming together really nicely in a shot like this. But look at the colors in there, just beautifully done. Yeah. And then we go right back into sequences where the line and the outline becomes an even stronger aspect of it. Got a nice scene here showing kind of a shift in color palette for the nostalgia. And again, it just really has this great, fun, playful, animated quality to it that, combined with the colors, creates something different. It's really interesting. It'll be great to get caught up on Johnny Phantasm and then compare the aesthetics of the two and see where, how those two play off of each other. Here's another really fun panel that kind of captures the scale and the fun and the playfulness of this book, of Ultrastar. So, and here we have a look at the back cover right there, which is advertising more stuff available from Riot Press Comics. You've got Johnny Phantasm Extreme 93, Johnny Phantasm Extreme 93 with a Shane Davis cover, and then, of course, they've got the New Detroit Pro Wrestling Team t-shirt right there, and really looks great. And you've got an Art T. Bear cover over here, and you've got a Shane Davis cover, as I mentioned before, over there. And so all in all, I mean, I think it's just it's a fun project. You get a lot of, he's just pumping out so much work, action figures, t-shirts. He's an incredibly prolific artist in Comicsgate, and it's nice to see him dipping his toes into the water of superhero stuff. I'm sure, like many of us, he's been working in, exploring superhero stuff throughout his career. But it's really great to see it kind of manifest as a CG book. So great work. Yeah, really nice. And again, you get the print. I got it at, one of the lower tiers. So here's the print, the sticker, and then you have got the pack of cards here, which again, I'm going to apologize for not opening it, but I do have a tendency to save my cards in packaging. That's left over from the 90s in collecting comics. I'm sure that everything in here is as good as the packaging itself, but I do love to be able to have these kinds of things to sort of save. And let me see if I can move the light off of that. But I do love to have these books right here to save and look at for future reference in terms of what it's like to open these packages. And I'm going to enjoy reading this book. So yeah, again, Patrick Thomas Parnell has a campaign active right now for Johnny Phantasm. Do go and check that out. I want to thank him and Whitney for getting my package to me with all of this great stuff in it, undamaged. It came in great shape. Okay, so Patrick, this is something I've been meaning to ask you on a personal note. I hate to wrap up with this, but while I've got an unboxing video here, I figure it's my best shot. I'm looking for this guy. And I know you've got the good hookup for where this guy is located. So do me a favor, reach out to me on Twitter. I'm trying to track down a reliable source where I can get straight to this guy, because I need him in my collection. I know you're a fellow fan, so you'll be able to help out with that. This has been my unboxing of Ultrastar by Patrick Thomas Parnell with colors by Matt Yackey and a cover by Kenneth Rocafort. Check out the book and go and check out his current campaign, Johnny Phantasm, which is live on Indiegogo now. Check out in the link in the description, Nosfero the Crypt Walker. Thank you so much, everybody. I'll be back soon with another video, and you guys take care. Bye. Nosfero is a supernatural hero that is a cross between The Shadow, Peter Cushing's Abraham Van Helsing, and Lovecraft's Henry Armitage. The lone surviving member of the secret order, he is sworn to battle a cult of vampires dedicated to opening the door to the eldritch gods they worship. Striking from his crypt lair deep within an impenetrable mire, Nosfero collects the cult's various grimoire and artifacts in an attempt to learn the means of defeating them. Supernatural abilities allow Nosfero to summon Phantomas, a giant phantom hound that can travel through the nether to and from any location when needed. Nosfero's world is forever changed when he rescues a beautiful young maiden named Laurel from one of the cult's vile sacrificial rituals. Nosfero the Crypt Walker Volume 1 is my third Indiegogo campaign and will be a fully painted and lavishly illustrated pulp adventure story. Sensational, vivid, and uncompromisingly aspirational storytelling with an edge. Don't miss your chance to back Nosfero the Crypt Walker Volume 1. Available for a limited time only on Indiegogo.
King Kong ain't got nothing on you!